Hi everyone, my name is Grace Kemp, and this is part 4 of our 7-part series entitled Daniel's Prophecies and Current Events. In part 3 of the 7-part series, we talked about the recently formed Mediterranean Union, which consists of 43 countries surrounding the Mediterranean Sea, including all 27 countries of the European Union, as well as Israel and the Palestinian Authority. It is quite likely the revived Roman Empire of the Tribulation. Out of it will arise 10 kings, now portrayed as 10 horns on the head of a beast. A small 11th horn arises, who roots up 3 of the kings. He then rises to a position of authority due to his convincing oratory and propaganda. The remaining 8 kings rally behind him. Although he will likely be popular in Europe, according to the books of Daniel and Revelation, he will not become a household name worldwide until the day of the rapture. On that day, he will sign a peace agreement between the revived Roman Empire, Mediterranean Union, and Israel, granting the backing of the Mediterranean Union in the reinstitution of animal sacrifices in their newly built Jewish temple on the Temple Mount. This is based on Revelation 11:1 and 2, as well as Daniel 9:27. Revelation 6:2 presents him symbolically as the much-acclaimed crowned prince on the white horse. In fact, the Bible repeatedly calls him the beast, quote, the man who will dominate the world during the last half of the tribulation. His many biblical descriptive titles include the little horn, the wicked one, the prince, the rider on the white horse, the man of sin, the son of perdition, the beast out of the sea. Now, the beast out of the sea is a Gentile. The sea represents Gentiles in Scripture. He's called the first beast. The second beast is the Antichrist of Israel. He's called the scarlet-colored beast. He's called the desolator. And he's finally called God. Each of his titles has particular significance as the 7th-year tribulation progresses. His titles match his rising status from the little horn on the head of the beast, representing the Mediterranean Union, to his proclamation of himself as God from the Jewish temple on the Jewish Temple Mount. After 3 other kings take the place of those he removed from the Mediterranean Union, all 10 of them unite behind him during the second half of the tribulation by putting their own kingdoms or countries under his authority. From the middle of the tribulation onward, he is empowered by Satan and able to perform spectacular miracles. Daniel 11:36 says, "He shall do according to his will. He shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god. He shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods. He shall prosper till the indignation," or that's the tribulation, "be accomplished. That is determined shall be done." Revelation 13:3-8 says, "There was given to him a mouth speaking great things. Power was given to him to continue 42 months, which is the last half of the tribulation. It was given to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them." That means the converts to Christ of the tribulation time. Power was given to him over all kindreds, tongues, nations, and all that dwell on the earth shall worship him. His deadly wound is healed. At the midpoint, he succumbs to a deadly wound and then comes back to life. That is the convincing sign to the world that he is in fact God. He will be worshipped as God and impose his mark on every human being on earth except those who are saved and resist him on peril of their lives. The question is, can we identify this man today? Daniel tells us that the coming prince is different from the other leaders of the revived Roman Empire. In what way? Perhaps, and this is purely a scenario, perhaps his country is one of the 4 countries of Western Europe that are not members of the European Union or the Mediterranean Union. It also appears that from Daniel 9, that the coming little horn of Daniel, who rises to dominate the world, is a Roman prince. How could that be? Can we identify this man today? I think we can. Search for a young Roman prince who was born in one of the countries excluded from the European Union. Match his history and qualifications with those listed on my website at www.scriptureseries.com under Descriptions of the Coming Beast. If you type Scripture Series into either Google or Yahoo, my website comes up first in both of them under the name Scripture Series. Besides the coming beast who will rise in Europe during the first half of the coming 7-year tribulation and rule the world during the second half, Daniel introduces 2 other tyrants of the coming tribulation. To learn more about them, please go to part 5 of our 7-part series entitled Daniel's Prophecies and Current Events. God bless you.